Ever seen one of those cool whiteboard animation videos and thought, hey, I could do that? Well, today we're breaking down one of the most popular tools out there for doing just that, VideoScribe. We're going to look at the good, the bad, and everything in between so you can figure out if it's the right choice for you. Let's jump in. So let's just boil it down to one simple question. Are you trying to make those classic hand-drawn explainer videos, but without getting a massive headache from super complex software? If you're nodding your head right now, then yeah, you're in the right place. And that's really the whole idea behind VideoScribe. It's not trying to be a giant do-everything program like Adobe After Effects. It's built for one specific job, making whiteboard videos. It's all about getting that really cool, effective style without a steep learning curve. All right, so let's kick things off with the good stuff. Why do so many people use this software? Let's get into the biggest pros. Okay, the number one reason, and this is a big one, is just how incredibly easy it is. You can pretty much open it up for the first time and start making something right away, no design degree needed. But that third point is really interesting, the hand animation itself. A lot of other tools can look kind of clunky or robotic, but VideoScribe's drawing motion is surprisingly realistic. It gives your videos a really polished feel. So how do you create stuff if you don't have design skills? Well, this number right here is a huge part of the answer. VideoScribe comes loaded with a library of over 5,000 images and icons. That means you can build whole scenes just by dragging and dropping elements. It's an absolutely massive time saver. Now this is a feature you probably won't think about until it saves your skin. This quote is from someone whose computer completely died, just gone. They thought weeks of work had vanished. But because they'd been using the online save feature, everything was backed up to the cloud. They just logged in on a new machine and poof, it was all there. A total lifesaver. Okay, but it's not all perfect, right? No software is. Now it's time to flip the coin and talk about the other side, the things that can be pretty frustrating. Before we hit the first big drawback, we gotta quickly talk about a word you'll hear a lot in video, rendering. If you're new to this, don't worry, it's simple. Rendering is just that final step where the software takes all your images, text, and animations and mushes them all together into one single video file, like an MP4, that you can actually watch and share. And boom, here's problem number one. Rendering in VideoScribe can take a long, long time. And if you want your video in 1080p Full HD, which is pretty much the standard for YouTube these days, it can take almost twice as long as a lower res version. We're talking go make a coffee, walk the dog, maybe read a book kind of waiting. For a long video, it could be hours. And this next one. This is the stuff of nightmares for any creator. The program can, and sometimes does, just freeze up or crash. And if you haven't saved in a while, well, you know what that means. Lost work and a whole lot of yelling at your screen. But there is a built-in defense against this, and you absolutely need to use it. If you dig into the settings, there's an autosave feature. Do yourself a huge favor and set it to save your work every 5 or 10 minutes. It is the single best thing you can do to protect your project. There are a couple of other little things to know about. First, it doesn't handle every language perfectly, though you can usually find a workaround by bringing text in as an image. But more importantly, the tools inside VideoScribe for editing your video and audio, they're really, really basic. Honestly, the best solution is to not even bother with them. Do your final edit somewhere else. So, we've looked at the good, the bad, and the kind of annoying. Let's pull it all together. What's the bottom line here? This pretty much says it all, doesn't it? VideoScribe is an absolute rock star if you're a beginner, or if you're making explainer videos for a class, or you just need a simple animation done fast. But you really, really don't want to use it for heavy-duty video editing or professional audio work. And if you're on a super tight deadline, those long render times could be a deal breaker. So if there's just one thing you remember from all this, let it be this. Think of VideoScribe as a specialist tool, not a one-stop shop. Use it to do the part it's amazing at, the animation. Then export that clip and bring it into a real video editor to put on the finishing touches, like your voiceover and music. That workflow will save you a world of pain. And that brings it all back to you. Knowing its strengths, that amazing simplicity, and its weaknesses, like speed and editing, you can now make the call. Is VideoScribe the right tool to help you bring your story to life? Thanks for tuning in.